Hello, my fellow cosplayers, gamers, artists, and geeks. So this is the second part of my favorite movie that I own stuff. I'm doing the DVDs now, and yeah. So I'm sorry if it takes so long because the other one was like 23 minutes, so I ran along. I'm gonna stop this intro and continue. So the first one I have is Monsters Inc. I own this on VHS too. But I put it on this because I'm like, I don't want to talk about it twice. So, I love Monsters Inc. I love the second one too. But I hate how they make. I love how they made the first one and then did one before about what happened in college. But they messed it up. One line, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but Mike was like, when they're walking to work, they're like, Mike was like, you're gonna see my face on TV more often, and then Sully's like, yeah, on Montropolis' Most Wanted, and then Mike laughs and he's like, you've been jealous of my face and of my good looks since the 4th grade, pal. So that makes it seem that they've known each other for a long, long time. Yet, Monsters University makes it seem that they just met in college, and that makes me mad. I love both the movies, but the fact that it says that they've known each other longer, it's like you ruined Monsters Inc. because that one line makes it like, okay, yeah. So the next one is I can't pronounce properly, so my mom will have to correct me when she sees this. Grimron game. It's based on a true story, and it has The Rock in it, Dwayne Johnson, and he is a football coach for delinquent guys who are like young kids under 17 and who are in jail, and he's trying to help them, so it makes a football team, and it's a really good movie. The next one is Miss Congeniality 1 and 2. So I said this on my VHS 1. I own them on DVD too. My mom loves Sandra Bullock. These are the Sandra Bullock movies I've seen. I also have Speed on VHS. Yeah. The next one's Cars. I've seen the first and the second one. I own the first one. I've seen the Mater Tales on Disney Channel. I want to see the third one really, really bad. But it's like talking cars, guys. I'm sorry if I'm seeing like I'm talking too fast. I'm trying to make this under 20 minutes. And I'm doing really good because I just got 33 minutes. The next one's Racing Stripes. It's about a zebra who gets like left behind from his circus, like when he was a baby, and then this horse trainer finds him, takes him to his daughter, and they like make him grow up, and then he becomes a racehorse. So it's like awesome. And I just love him. I hate the other horses that are mean to him. Leave him alone, guys. Just because he looks different doesn't mean he can't race. Okay? Okay. So the next one's Megamind. Will Ferrell. Oh my gosh. I think it's Will Ferrell. I'm sorry if I mess him up. I know faces better than names. But Megamind's hilarious. It's one of those movies like you have to love the villain. Not just because he's the main character, because he's hilarious. Toy Story, I've seen all of them. I've seen the little shorts they have on Disney Channel. I own the first one on DVD. I own the second one on VHS, so yeah. The next one I got for Christmas from my brothers. When my oldest brother moved out, Lion King 1.5. So I knew they had a first movie and a second movie. But when I heard 1.5, I was like, they have a what now? Like, when I got it, I was like, is this misprinted? But it's not. It's about Timon and Pumbaa and how they meet and stuff that happens during The Lion King and before The Lion King. They didn't know each other that long before the Lion King movie, yet they're brothers. So Yeah, the next one my sister and I are obsessed with. Like, it's one of those movies you put in because you like it and you don't know what else to watch, and it's like agreement movie. It's Ratatouille. I know rats are supposed to be gross, but I can't be mad at Little Chef Remy. I can't be mad at Little Chef. And Linguini's a dork. So anyone can cook. And then the next one is Princess Protection Program. I swear that's a tongue twister. It has Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez in it, and we first watched this when we were obsessed with like Wizards of Waverly Place and Sunny with a Chance. So like in middle school, and we've owned it for a long time. I still love the movie. It's on Netflix now, I think. But yeah, it was a really good movie. The next one, I swear, makes me cry all the time. We still own it, but my sister and I can't watch it. It's The Game Plan. So I don't like putting personal things on this YouTube, but to understand why I don't watch this movie, I'm gonna say it. My dad died 6 years ago. And that's all I'm going to say about it. We watched it with my dad because my dad loved football and stuff. And we loved The Rock. And now we just can't watch it anymore. Because he loses his daughter, but then he gets her back. And it's just, yeah. Dad movies make us cry. So that's why sometimes we couldn't watch Up either because of death. The next one's more happier. It's Furry Vengeance. The animals get revenge because people are trying to tear down their forest, and it's like makes you kind of scared because you never know if the animals would actually do this. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Watch it, you'll understand. The next one explains my dragon frenzy. It's How to Train a Dragon. I've seen the first and the second one. I think I've seen a little bit of the cartoons because I've babysat little boys before. So it's like, yeah. So I love that movie. I love Toothless. I swear, my dragon that I would claim from in there, like I know, the dragon book, it would be Bone Napper. Because he looks cool, and he's just a dragon. He looks like he's all bones, but no, he takes bones from dead dragons that have been cleaned up, and wears them as not a shield, a freaking armor. There we go, that's the word. So yeah, the next one I have is props to my brother, and he knows who he is. It's Alice in Wonderland. So when I was 16, he gave me a Cheshire necklace that I love so much. It's like it's a pocket watch, but it was on a necklace, and it has the Cheshire on it from Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. So he got me Alice in Wonderland in the same copy. It's like in a Blu-ray thing, and it's the Tim Burton version, and it has Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray, additional copy, and DVD in it. And I'm like, that thing's small for having those things in it. So yeah, it's my favorite movie. And I just got done watching Alice Through the Looking Glass a little bit ago because I've watched it like 5 times already. I have it on my Netflix list. It's like Wonderland. Yay! That's Johnny Depp and Tim Burton and Helen Bonham Carter. I'm so sorry if I butcher her name. The next one I have is Garfield. The fuzzy orange cat we all love. I swear my neighbor, like a couple years ago, or a year ago, my neighbor, I saw this huge orange cat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Garfield. And I was like, he picked up the cat, and the owner knew I was joking, and I'm like, do you feed your cat lasagna? And he's like, no. And I was like, it would be so funny if you had a dog named Odie. Because I'm like, I'm going to call that cat Garfield. It was Garfield in real life. I own the second one too, I just realized. I just freaking love that cat. The next movie I have is, I'm sorry, I'm playing with my desk here. I get sidetracked, I'm sorry. The next one I have is Fast and the Furious. I've seen all of them. I cried on the sixth one when it was like Paul Walker's goodbye. Like, dude. So, yeah, I own the first one. And it's just weird seeing them so young and then seeing the sixth movie, sorry, and being like, whoa. And, yeah, so the next one I have is Tangled. It's just a Disney movie I love. One of the best Disney movies ever. So yeah, I'm trying to go fast. Ice Age 2 and 3, which is Ice Age The Meltdown and Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, which the fact that they got Ice Age the Dinosaur movie in there, it was like, still dinosaur phase, and I'm like, yay! Next one, speaking of dinosaur phase, I have a movie called Dinotopia. It's like one of the longest movies in the world, probably besides... It's under Titanic, because, like, I swear Titanic's, like, the longest movie ever. Has words in it. And then it's Dinotopia. Dinotopia is more than 2 hours long. It has to have 2 DVDs for you to use it properly. But it's an older movie, but I love it. It's awesome. The first time we watched it, we sat there and it was like, oh my gosh, this thing's so long. And then when we saw it at the end, the first DVD, it was like, I was like, that was a dumb way to end it. And then my mom was like, there's a second DVD, and I was like, okay. But I'm glad I own that. So this next one is called Marmaduke, and I love this movie because it's a talking dog, and also it's a talking dog. And because it's my favorite dog, one of my favorite dogs, my brother owns a Great Dane. It's the dog I love so much, and he knows I will freaking claim her. So this dog's a Great Dane, so it's like, when I miss her, watch that movie. The next one is a movie I just learned to love. It's a Disney movie. It has The Rock in it, and it's Race to... Oh my gosh. Race to Witch Mountain. It's involving 2 alien kids who just want to get home and save their planet and save Earth. I'm not going to spoil much of it. Watch it. It's an amazing movie. I know there's an original one to it, and maybe a book. I don't know, but yeah. And then the next one, Fat Albert. It's just this. It's a TV show that comes to life, basically. Not meaning to. And it's a big guy who sings, and the TV characters go to the real world, and they start becoming part of the real world, and then then disappearing. And yeah, just watch it. It's fun. I own all 3 of the X-Men and Wolverine. I own X-Men the first one, X-Men something the second one, X-Men Future Past, X-Men Origins, Wolverine. So yeah, I love X-Men. Cheaper by the Dozen 1 and 2. They're dorks. Steve something. I know he's in the Pink Panther. I love those movies too, but I love these movies. Despicable Me 1 and 2. I love Minions. I watched the first Despicable Me movie with my uncle. He took my sister and I to a movie theater, and we brought his son and his son's girlfriend, and we watched it, and it was hilarious. And I own it. And then the last one is the Shreks. I own all 4 of the Shreks in a little box thing. They have their own box, like Shrek has their own DVD case and everything, but they're in a box together. And it's Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the 3rd, and then Shrek Forever After. I own all 4 of them. I love them. My favorite one is Forever After, because it has Rumpelstiltskin, and he goes, boo! So, yeah. So that's it. And I got it under 20 minutes, guys. Okay, so, I'm sorry if it was really fast. I just wanted to get it under 20 minutes. So yeah. Bye, guys.